Ondo is one of the most underrated cryptos on the market right now, and I'm going to tell you why. But first, listen to what the CEO of Coinbase just said.
As you sort of look out on the horizon now, given President-elect Trump and his administration and his ambitions and plans, what is it that you see happening exactly?
One of the most exciting things about this new Congress, which is the most pro-crypto Congress ever, is that I think we finally have a chance to get some regulatory clarity in the U.S. about some of these big open issues that, frankly, under Gary Gensler, we just haven't gotten any clarity for a long time. So which of these assets are commodities, which of them are securities? That requires the SEC and the CFTC to come together and collaborate on rulemaking, or to have Congress really step in and pass new legislation. So there's an opportunity to do that. The FIT 21 bill, which passed with strong bipartisan support in the House earlier this year, it's now making its way through the Senate, and with any luck, we'll get that passed through the Senate and make it to the president's desk here, either in the lame duck or early in the Trump administration.
When you think, though, about the other currencies, they're the ones I would imagine at this point that have the bigger room to move, or no?
Well, I think Bitcoin will be the most important crypto asset for a long time. It's got a lot of runway to move as well. It's not just about Bitcoin. There are dozens, hundreds of different assets in crypto that are now, they've met our listing standards, they've made it onto our exchange. And actually, there's thousands of these being created every day, believe it or not. And so some of these they're coins like Ton and WorldCoin, which are being used in emerging markets. There's things like in the DeFi space, or like Uniswap, that people want exposure to, or the things that are layer 2 solutions are being built on top of, like Optimism. And I think we're eventually going to get to a world where there's millions of these tokens. Every project, every individual, every meme on the internet is going to have one of these. And of course, every company, when they want to raise money, as we get regulatory clarity around securities, and have a clear path for that, they should be issuing these coins as well. And so increasingly, people are going to want broad market exposure to crypto. It's going to be the next version of the stock market, but it's also the next version of the internet.
Now, it's awesome that Coinbase just endorsed the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, but what I want to pay attention to is that last part about tokenization. Because Coinbase isn't going to be using just anybody. In my opinion, they're going to be going after a company that they A, invested into, but B, are working alongside with the Trump administration. That is Ondo. Going back to one of the first articles written by Nathan Allman, their CEO of Ondo, I'd like to remind you that they announced that they raised $24 million from Peter Thiel, arguably the reason why Donald Trump and JD Vance are elected, Pantera Capital, and Coinbase Ventures. And I legitimately don't believe there's a project more connected to the TradFi world. February 6th, they're announcing something massive. They're going to be unveiling the next era of finance. In my opinion, this is global markets, but something big is happening. Who are they bringing together? Well, it's BNY, the DTCC, Franklin Templeton, BlackRock, Ripple, multiple commissioners from the CFTC. Their investors are coming, which means you might see Coinbase attending, as well as Peter Thiel. These are all reasons why I believe Ondo is the most underrated top 100 project. Coinbase announces a partnership like this. I just want to point out again what we just saw with Morpho, which we called here at $1.29, and I do have to shout out Will because he did put me onto this project back when it was over or almost $1. Now sitting at $4 after an announcement with, of course, their Bitcoin loans through Coinbase. I believe that's about to be dwarfed by what's about to be announced at this summit.